Okay, I'm back in now. That's that little problem sorted. Okay, now I'm going to use the finer brush on the slimy grime light. It should have been slimy light grime, eh? What? I don't know. Right. So I don't want to put on too much of this, just small amounts, just very small amounts. Got a bit of thinners in here, and there's just to wash the brushes out as well. Also, it's white spirits, not thinners. Yeah, just the same job anyway. Right, there we go. That's better. Just pick out what I've already done in green in the first colour, just to give it a bit of a layer. I mean, this brings out the wood grain just perfectly. It just settles just nicely. It's lovely to work with. I mean, you can use oils if you want, or like I can say like village, or like I've done in these, you know, these models here, or these walls. To it from the bottle. Oop, that's fine. I reckon that should be enough. I don't want to put on too much. Put on the top there. You're not going to see this part because there's going to be a roof on there. I'm going to turn this light down a bit. There, yes. Make it a lot easier. Let's see. Let's try back on this light again. See that? There. I think that's alright. Just enough. Okay. Right, next is lid on. We're going to start on the roof. Leave that to one side to dry a bit. Put it on there. That's nice and clean. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, put that to one side. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to do the roof. I'll paint this black at a later stage. I just want to concentrate on the roof bit. Okay, so then I need to change the way I'm going to hold the bottom of this base, because I'm going to hold it like so. And what I have is a watchmaker's vice. Comes with little pegs. I reckon I should do the job. Yeah, I reckon that should, if I do it like so. That's nice. I have a little handle for this. need to tighten that up a little touch. Yep. I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's get started. So, colours I'm going to use for this little project is going to be, I've got a choice of two colours here. It looks like it's called K-Maroon. It's game colour 066, which is tan, I think it is. Cane or Can Maroon Tan, I think it is. 72066, and the other one is, of course, it's Flames of War, Vallejo red leather 818. And then I'm going to use a game colour. Oh, that must be. That's Spanish. It's tan, isn't it? So whichever that Can Maroon, I can just barely see the inscription. Dwarf. Next one is dwarf skin, and the number is 72041. I might add a bit of orange in there, just a orange brown. Model colour 981, just to give variations. And then I'm going to use two filter wash, or a filter wash and possibly enamel wash for wood AK, which is 263, and the other one, the filter one for brown wood, is 262. I use these on these sheds here to get the farmhouse on this shed. Got nice colours, so let's get a base coat down first. So I'm going to just mix these two colours just to get variations. So don't want too much, just want small blobs. Wash it, actually do the job. There we go. Use it around the bush, bit of that, and then just on we go. Still not tight enough. Right, now that's better. Just a touch of water. I use the pipette. There we go. That just gives me enough. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to keep popping off. There we go. And go as gentle as it can. Just keep mixing these two together, just like a, I would say like a dry brush, but a stipple effect. Use the underlay underneath it. Try and thin paint down in some areas. The underlay helps. So you see that effect there, see? Starting to work, and when I come to dry out with the hair dry, it'll change again. The colours will either darken or lighten, depends how thick I put this paint on and how well I thin it down. That's the effect that I'm after. Go on Google Earth, on Google, I'm putting pan tiles, European pan tiles, or European roofs with pan tiles. Now you could say, oh, you should add a bit of brown Vallejo, but then that's what I use the wood wash for. Okay, right in the ends. And this doesn't take long to do. Okay, we're going to change that idea. I'm going to come up with another thing. Another technique. Double-sided sticky tape. On a rod. Okay, that does the job. There you go. That's it. Okay, let's try this out. I'm happy with that. There we go. So that's the first stage done. Right, the next stage we're gonna add a bit of orange and a bit of dwarf skin. I'm gonna put a bit of white in there. Now this is where I'm going to use the stippling effect. So I don't want to try to avoid mixing these two colours together. But the general idea is to load the brush up with both colours. Just to quick dry off any excess of what was on before. I don't want to use water at this stage to wash a brush out. Just use the same brush and just drain it out. And hopefully that's it, that's dry. Okay, now then, load the brush up bristles. Next colour, dab off. And I have to keep doing this until I get the right effect. That's it. And just stipple it on. Okay. Now you can add one colour. Like so. If that's the way you want to do it. You're going to keep the colours separate. You don't want to load them onto the brush together. Add the lighter shade on top. Into the dwarf skin. Same again, stipple effect. I want to try and bring the last three colours basically up through this one. So I don't want to paint it on completely hard, just stipple it on and, you know, leave some gaps. The next stage you're going to dry this out and see what happens. If you have to go over it again, go over it again. Quick look there. I'm going to add a bit of white now, just to help the colours. That should be enough there. Ooh, lovely. A bit more orange into that. That looks nice now. Let's work at this. Oh yeah. Nearly done with this. Took the white. Oh, not too much. I mean, you think when you apply the paint, you think, oh, it's too much, but as it slowly dries out, it starts to do its job. That's the way I look at acrylics. A bit like oil painting, the same thing for, you know, apply oils that make it look awful when you put them on. But as they start to dry, they start to do the work. And you start to see the effects. Now that I'm going to go straight to the white. Do the whole lot. Oh, I must have picked up a bit of orange there. That's just nice, that is. I must have picked it up right on the edge of the bristles. Let's do that again. Like that, and just, yep. Now I've got white at the top half of the brush and then a bit of orange down in the middle. Oh, okay. And a bit more white on the end of that. I'll just bring it right out. Yeah, there we go. That's it, I reckon. That should be near enough to dry out and start adding the filter washes. I'm going to have to wash this brush out. There's the roof, look at that, and that's just lovely. Just using orange brown 981, game colour dwarf skin 72041, then used for the base coat Vallejo Flames of War bottle red leather 818 and game colour 72066 tan. Now, the washes, there you go. Now this is going to be, it's either going to destroy it or it's going to blend it all in together. That's the general idea. Okay, let's try this brush out. That's it. Okay, now we'll try with this AK filter 262 and see what happens. Oh, lovely, lovely. load the brush up, take some of the excess off, and then just slowly lightly drag over the top, and you can see it blends everything in. Amazing. Oh, that is a lovely result. You notice that the white disappears. It's still, hey, you can go back over it again, stipple effect with the white once this stays dried out. But that is very nice. Okay, now I'm going to try with a bit of brown at this end to see what reaction I get. If I don't like it, I'll just dry the whole lot off. Alright, so there we go. Now that should be contaminated, so get off the excess. That's not bad. Okay, I'm just making too much there. Ooh. Right, we'll just try it lightly. Yeah, just a few specks on. Right, now then. Let's drag that out. Now I'm going to wash that brush, and then I'm going to use to thin it down a touch. Actually, I should be doing some things on that. Yes. Just to, like I said, add the white spirits on top and just take away the excess. These not, you don't too harsh on it. There we go. I'm going to just use the other brush just to reapply this again. There's still some white spirits on this, can thin it down a touch. I like the result. Whoops, too much. Right, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to put this little filter over the top of it and see what result I get on one of these brown patches. It's just an experiment, then I know, you know, for next time. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, straight over the top. Yeah. I'm going to put a bit of those slimy grains on. Yeah, slimy grains on, as we'll do. Dry it out first and then we'll put them on, I think. There we go. Okay. I'm just going back over with a small touch of the dab of the stipple effect of the white, just to bring out a little touch in some areas. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I am really happy with that. Okay, like I says, these grain washes, I think I'll use the lighter colour. I'm not going to put too much on. I've got my wet sprit so you can thin it down a bit, so dab it in there, put that in there, put that in there, that'll do. Right, so this is the bottom, this is going to be the top, so all the crap's on here, I'm going to pull down, thicken it out a bit. Oop, it's too much. There, that'll do the job. Alright. Just small amounts, just enough to give that impression that sort of line up against a tree or moss, you know, it's always constantly raining in this part of the Europe or whatever you want to call it, and the moss has just grown and gathered on here. I will put some scatter material on this as well when it goes in the Farmstead, just to give it a bit of work, but there you go. I like that. I'll just try it out and see what happens now. Oh, let's put the lid on this, keep them out of the way. This technique could be used on anything, doesn't have to be this. You see where I put nice greens in? Right, so let's attach this to the shed. Tell you what we'll do, I'm going to put one of these light filter wash on the back of this just to see what effect I get. Let's tell a small brush just in small amounts, so rub it on. Like that. That's alright. Oh, fuss. Let's try with a bit of this blue. See what we get. No. It's alright. Take the brush and wipe off the excess. Any better? See when it's dried. Leaves a nice effect when it dries out. That's it, just close. There we go then, that's going to go inside. So, one done before. And push it out that way. Thin that down a wee bit, I think. Yeah. That's a nice little effect that is on the inside. Down touch, there we go, and let's slap it on. We have another brush that onto the top. Nice and dry this one, and take off the excess. Move it around a bit. I'm going to do the whole lot, I reckon. Hold on, that's my granddaughter. Back in a minute.